of hair should I do for that photo?
I'll come over and make sure we get you worked out.
Okay. I mean, I'll make sure I shower and do something to my hair, but we'll do something.
Look who's here.
What hair should I do for that photo?
It's JoJo.
JoJo Mama.
JoJo Mama.
So we are live. We are live on YouTube. It's funny that JoJo is with us because I have been watching the Beatles all day or listening to them on Disney Plus, and they just wrote the song Get Back With, which talks about JoJo. But anyway, we are live with the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends. The whole damn gang is here tonight.
It's been a while.
Unlike last week when I had to go solo.
That was a rough week.
That is not my preference. But before we get into it too much, we want to thank our sponsors, RX Mark here. First thing I have to say is we cannot give away a jump rope. I have tried to reach out to our third attempt at a winner in the last 2 weeks, and I cannot get a hold of him. So next week, we're telling you now.
Should we do it now?
You want to do it now?
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to create some excitement for everybody to tune in, but we can do it now.
Let's do it now.
But hey, if you didn't win a jump rope and you want one, you can get one for 15% off by using our code Clydesdale15 at checkout. Get 15% off anything in the store except for new releases and special editions.
Why is that so hard?
I don't know. I want to say new edition because that's the singing group.
That's right, though. Right?
It's new releases and special editions.
Oh, that's why we mess it up.
That is why.
All right, ready? We're spinning. Hear it? I'll tell you who it is. Though. Sarah Oprian.
Oh, yeah, I know her.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
A real person?
We know her.
Yeah, she's a real person.
There you go. Sarah, you are a winner. Congratulations.
Woo! Awesome. I can pretty much guarantee I can get a hold of her.
Yep,
That's
I can
awesome.
definitely do that.
Good stuff.
So she will win a new RX Mercury jump rope of her choice.
Very cool.
Awesome. We also have to thank Element 26. Best grips in the business. I actually got up on the bar for the first time with my back and did some knees to chest, and it was really cool because I could hang on way longer than I ever could before. And I'm so excited I have my grips.
And I used their knee sleeves in the competition that I was at to do 157,000 worm squats and lunges. And the thing I like about the knee sleeves is that you can put them over top of leggings and they don't get all bunched up. Like, you know how it's crazy to try to put on the ones that are like that neoprene. It's like a different material and they just slide right up. Super cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So if you want to check those out, go to element26.co, element26.co, and their knee sleeves are just back in stock. They announced that today on their website. So
Perfect.
If you want those that slide over your leggings, check them out there. So before we get into too much stuff, last week was crazy. Amy was on with me, then she had to leave for a rush, and we want to let everybody know that everybody is okay. But Amy had a stressful day last Tuesday, and it didn't get any better when we tried to record this podcast.
I was having a bad day, and I get on, and we're live, and I missed a phone call from my daughter, and I was like, as soon as we kind of get logged in, I'll mute it, and then I'll call her right back. And Schmoopy was home because it was Thanksgiving, and he runs downstairs where I was recording. He's like, you got to call Natalie. Like, you have to call her right now. And so I was like, so I was having problems with the internet anyway. So I log off, call her, and she's like, so I'm fine, but we just got in a car accident. And she was with her friend, but it gets dark at like 4:30 p.m. But it was super dark, and it was on a really busy road. And so, this was their like first accident. They were fine. She was like, but the cars are totaled. And because they were minors, I just wanted to be like the responsible party there to help them. So I was like, Scott, gotta go. And I went out there, and yeah, they another car had, like, there was traffic, and so they slammed on their brakes, and so Natalie's friend slammed on their brakes, and then another car hit them. So there was just lots of 3 cars, but
But
everybody's
not one of
okay.
your
and
cars,
It
right?
was not one of our cars. No.
Silver lining.
Yes, I know it was. And actually the person in front of them that they hit, he was really great. Like, he had gotten out and gave them all hand warmers,
Oh,
just because they were standing around waiting for a while. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm going to let them come sit in my car. We're not leaving. But I was like,
right.
we're going to sit off of the off of this busy road. And so the, police came, everything was fine, but it was a little bit of a stressful day and stressful end of the day.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And before Charlie gets into too much stuff, I know he has to take Cameron to gymnastics, but he has started a new mobility program, and I want to hear all about it.
Oh, well, yes. So talking to a guy, and I was explaining to him how I am what they call Mr. Mobility. So he's there's people commentary. Peanut Gallery. Hey, great. Yeah. Come back to me when I handle these folks. Live
Gotcha.
TV people.
Yeah, you'd think like Charlie works in the industry or something,
Right.
and would know how to handle the peanut gallery. But anyway, Kat also, since she was not able to join us last week, she has so much big news.
Oh my
So much big
gosh.
news. She competed in a competition. So let's
And
hit that
podium.
one first.
First. Yeah.
Hit that one first.
Yes, we won the competition. That's really all you need to know. There was a worm. It wrecked me, absolutely wrecked me. The first workout was fine. The second workout was the only workout without the worm, and I like tweaked my back on a box step over with like dumbbells.
Oh, yep. I've done that.
Because you had to do them like really fast. I was doing them stupid fast, and so I messed up my back. Went to like the massage guy to like loosen up my back. Felt good. Went to warm up for the snatch clean 1 rep max thing that my teammate and I hadn't decided who was going to do what yet. So I was warming up the clean and I was warming up the snatch. There was like this complex that we had to do. I'm at like 95 pounds, doing the snatch, do the clean, no big deal. Put on like 105, do the clean, no big deal. Go to do the snatch. I break it over my head, and all of a sudden, like I get this sharp shooting pain, like from here to like my pec, and then like down into wherever. This is, mind you, the same side where I messed up my back half an hour earlier. My arm goes numb. I'm like, oh shit, like I did something really bad. I'm like, I might not be able to do anything at this point, because before I got my back stretched out, I couldn't even bend over to pick up a barbell. Like that's how tight and like spazzy it was. So I'm just like, well, I'm not doing the snatch. I guess I'm doing the clean complex. And we got to that part of the workout. I guess just it's adrenaline or whatever else goes on. And I made the lift. It was great. The fourth workout was like a run and a worm jerks, worm squats, worm lunging, all the worm.
Worm jerks just sounds inappropriate.
Oh my gosh, right? Yeah. It was bad. But yeah, we somehow squeaked out a victory. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to say like, oh, we should have gone RX and that's whatever. But my fitness is nowhere near what it used to be. And the 2 guys that we had on our team, one of them was like 9 or 10 months out of ACL surgery. And the other guy just had really bad knees. And 3 of us were masters. One of us was not. So no apologies. Sorry, we won, but I didn't think we were going to win. Like that was not my intention. I knew the pressure was on for us to do well just because we had moved from RX to scaled, but I didn't think we were going to win. So it was fun. Yeah. And then Tuesday, I got keys to my building.
Woo!
And it appears that you have not stopped moving since Tuesday.
You are correct. If I have more than an hour to spare in between sessions coaching here at my house, I am at that gym and I am dusting, cleaning, wiping, painting, priming, building, exterminating, all the things, all the ings. Come on, dog. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, it's so much work, but it's like doesn't feel like work. I'm definitely at what's that?
I was gonna say, when will you be able to like have classes, like start training in there?
Well, it depends. So I would very much like my shower to be operational when I open, because I am charging a premium for membership. And I don't want to be the person that says the shower's coming and then it be like 6-8 months later and the shower's not in. So I'm holding myself to the shower. So I think that will dictate when we can open. Flooring will be there this week. Equipment will be there this week. We have to paint the inside of the warehouse, hopefully this week, because I can't put the flooring down or put the equipment in until everything's painted. And that's really all that needs to happen in terms of to be able to hold a class there is that. So I think I'm going to shift over some of my personal training clients, if I can, to that new space sooner than later. The ones that are still paying me whatever they pay me for the garage. And I just am not going to go to like a monthly membership group class type situation until the shower's in and, we're like official. But I have until March 1st to get my shit together. So.
All right.
I'm thinking January 15th. That's what I want to do. That's in my head. So we'll see.
Love it.
So
we'll be
the
going to
plan,
Delaware in the cold.
Yeah,
Delaware in the
exactly.
cold.
Yeah, and what I've been doing is, if anyone's interested, if you go to Catalyst Fitness DE on Instagram, that is where I post all of my like updates. And pretty much every day when I'm there, I'll post a picture of like what I'm doing. And I ask like people to come by and visit, which has been super cool because people are coming out of the woodwork. This guy that I worked with like 4 years ago at Chase showed up on Saturday and he's like, hey, my wife told me you were doing this thing. I wanted to come by and check it out. And we're going to join. And it's super cool to just see everybody kind of, stepping up and visiting. And I try to make it fun. Like, hey, you can come and check out what we're doing. I'll get you like a free sneak peek of things. So I'm really glad I decided to do that instead of like craft papering the windows and just keeping it like all a big secret until like the day we open, because it's generating a lot of buzz and that's what I need. A lot of buzz.
Yeah.
well, to help you with buzz, Julie, my wife, and I are heading to Delaware this week.
Yep.
I have to deliver 2 lanterns to Kat's mom.
She's paying you $50 too. Did you know that?
No,
She's
I
like,
did not.
I have Scott's money for him. I have his money. Don't let me forget the money. I'm like, okay.
I did not know that, and I didn't even expect that.
Hold on, I'm gonna close this door. Dogs are going
so
crazy.
we're heading to Delaware.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'm going to take my GoPro and my lav mics, or our
nice.
lav mics. And we're going to do a walkthrough of Kat's new space, and we're going to air it next week on this podcast.
Cool.
So I'll do a share screen and we'll show the video so you guys can all get a sneak peek of what it looks like. And yeah. And then Kat can grab it and do whatever she wants with it to
build some hype.
Yep. So
I love it.
We'll do that next week while I'm there. I'm hoping she doesn't make me work too hard and we get to have some fun. Yes. But yeah, I'm excited to see the new space.
It's very cool.
I'm really excited about the Christmas stuff she has planned for us, but
yeah, that'll be fun too. I think Friday night's not panning out, but Saturday for Longwood Gardens is absolutely happening.
Cool. All right. So with that, Charlie, are you in control yet?
Listen, I'm never in control fully, but
that's true.
Yeah, good point.
But some people say I am the boss of my body, but I don't know if that's true either. But so yeah, it's called meaningful mobility. So here's the thing. It's not a bunch of static holds. It's more active mobility. So it's going to be interesting. Some of the videos I've seen, I've never seen myself visualize in these positions either. So we'll keep you updated. I may be a yogi after this. Who knows?
Is this like the Kama Sutra or is this like CrossFit stuff? I'm confused.
No, it's CrossFit stuff.
Okay, just checking.
Charlie, did you ever see the TikTok that Scott made about you?
No.
You're kidding me.
When would I have seen it?
I'll put it out on Instagram tonight
This
after
makes
the
perfect-
recording, and
makes
I'll tag
perfect
you in
sense.
it.
All right.
Speaking
Ugh.
of TikTok, did you guys see the thing that I sent you the other day with Chris in it? What's his name? Aerobic capacity, Chris Henshaw.
Yeah.
So he does the old man challenge, and I think we should all do it.
Oh, put the sock on and the shoe on.
Yeah. While standing on one foot.
I will be able to pick up the sock and then I will fail.
Okay. Well, how about that? We worked on that towards a goal.
This is why I had children.
So they can put your socks and shoes on for you,
There you go. Exactly.
Can I
Wipe
get the
your
back
butt?
surgery first?
right?
When's that?
Yeah.
December
Update.
16th.
Oh, good.
Excuse me. Doesn't your wife have a birthday right around then?
Yep. Yep.
Dude.
I do have to say one thing. It is her birthday is the 18th. Christmas is the following week.
Right.
I am done shopping. It is November 30th. I am not even in December, and I am done shopping
Good for
for
you.
Christmas and birthday.
For everybody, like
Impressive.
everybody on your list that you have to shop.
Everybody.
And okay. Well,
Wow.
This is the first time ever. Usually I'm out at Christmas Eve, like dodging through the stores, trying to find a couple things. Because, raising a teenager in this area, I don't have a lot of extra money usually. And for some reason now I did. And I was like, wow. We were actually, my wife has done too. We have to get like a couple nieces, some stuff, but it's like small potatoes compared to everything else. And yeah, we're pretty much all done, the whole family.
was it done 100% online?
No.
Okay.
80% online.
So I
So
literally hate shopping. Every
Me
part
too.
of it. It's not my love language, gifts. So it really kind of tortures for me to do shopping, but
I
Yeah.
struggle. My kids on Black Friday spent a disgusting amount of money at Lululemon together. So by virtue of that, I am also done my Christmas shopping this year.
right? I would think so.
Like, I can't even. I'm talking ridiculous money.
Yeah.
Not good. And Eliana doesn't realize that I get a discount as a trainer at Lululemon for things that are on or around my size. And like, I could go in and buy like a size 4 legging and say it's like my goal piece of clothing, and get away with a discount on it. So like, I'm mad at her for not, just going in and tagging stuff and then let me go in and pick it up. And then of course, did you hear that they're working on a Lululemon discount for D1 athletes?
No.
Yeah, well, that's what Braden told me. I don't know. He said, "Yeah, Mom, they're working on it." I'm like, good, because you need one.
Wow. When I first heard of Lululemon, they had hardly any men's clothes.
Yeah.
And they're to
apparently
that
it's
point where that's where Braden shops all the time.
He's obsessed. I mean, he has like matching, like quilted, like sweatshirt and like sweatshirt material shorts that are like the same color, the same pattern, matchy stuff. And my kid is messy. Like, he brings home all his clothes over vacation, and he has Chris. Chris is our stain fighter in the house. He can get out any stain. And so he comes with like the 4 sweatshirts with like the grease stains on them or something. He's like, Dad, can you clean these? I'm like, you don't need to be spilling shit on your $8,021 sweatshirt. It's a problem.
Wow.
So I'm done.
That's an
So basically, I'm done
expensive
too.
sweatshirt.
Yeah, I would think so.
I'm done Christmas shopping.
I have a birthday before that too. I mean, not me, but Nate's birthday is the 8th. And Charlie's got a wife's birthday too. in
Yeah,
December.
I got nobody. I just realized the other day, Amy, that your kids' names are the same name.
Nate and Nat,
Yeah,
Nate and Natalie.
like it just occurred to me. Was that on purpose?
I mean,
they're
I
not the
named,
same, but they're very
right.
similar, obviously.
They're very similar. I mean, yeah. So, but the joke was if we had a third, I was like, well, Scott, if we have a third, it's going to have to be an N name. And this is what he would say. Nobody, nada, not going to happen. Zero, you know, negative.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
So is there CrossFit news we need to talk about? Is there any?
Kristin Holte,
not-
world champion.
Yep, Kristin Holte went out with a bang. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Did you read what she said? How when she was 13, she wrote that she was going to be a champion in 10 years, a world champion. And she said, it took me 10 years longer than that, but dreams do come true.
That's awesome. So happy for her.
Yeah, and just to let everyone know, she won the
Functional
fitness world championships.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That was a goal of hers when we talked to her a few
Mhm.
months ago, that was something she was aiming for. She had won the online version last year, but they didn't count it as an official world championship. And so now that she won it this year, it's official.
I'm doing a challenge right now, the 100,000 meter challenge.
Oh, rowing?
Well, anyway, but from basically Thanksgiving until New Year's, you have to accumulate 100,000 meters. Rowing is like 1 for 1. So, you know, if I did 1,000 meters, that counts 1,000 meters. Cycling is 3-to-1 ratio. Running is 1-to-1. Rucking is like 1.5-to-1.
Mhm.
So far I'm at like 33,000 meters.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
You're like ahead of the game.
Yeah, except somebody came into the gym and rode a marathon. Really, rode a marathon.
To be done, like to
Well,
to
just to
dig
knock out a
into
whole
their-
bunch.
oh my
Why did
gosh.
Charlie do that?
I don't know. Charlie did not do that,
was-
nor
I was
did
bored.
his. What, Charlie?
I was bored. So I had to say,
You're bored.
do a marathon.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
I'm doing the 100 burpee a day challenge with Kristen Chandler for the month of December. So starting tomorrow, I've been training. Yesterday I did 40, and today I did 40.
So you're really
I'm
going to
ready.
do 100 a day.
Yes, not all at once.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
Okay.
dog
Throughout the
is
day.
protesting, but yeah,
100
try.
a day?
100 burpees a day.
Okay.
Yeah,
do
she's
it.
what, 333
Days.
Three.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
It's
is
crazy.
the last month. She's done it every day for this year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and yesterday's were bar over.
Oh
Because
yeah.
she does like a quick video or a picture of her doing it every day and post it on Instagram. And yesterday's video was bar over burpees, the whole 100.
Yeah, and she does most of them all at once, which is a little insane.
I was
but
going to
guess
say, but
she's
it probably takes her
conditioned to do so.
6 minutes or less, you
Yeah.
know?
Did we ever talk about the guy that did a Murph day for a year?
I think we have, honestly, but
Way long ago. We
Yeah.
have to try to get him on the podcast
Yeah.
or something.
let's do that.
If he's still on social media. I don't know, I might want to shut down all my social media after that.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Did you guys see that Matt Fraser added a new program?
Yes, for regional level athletes or
Hmm.
elite level
Yeah,
athletes.
it's for semifinals and the games
Semifinal, okay, yeah.
training. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of speculation that is him getting into the coaching side of things and a way to bring in more people than just like Justin and Jason.
Yeah.
And actually start coaching and building kind of a little empire for himself.
I guess he's trying to figure out too, like what he enjoys spending his time doing too, right? He hasn't ever sort of had all this time on his hands to sort of figure that out. So not that he's not busy, but you know what I mean? Like he can sort of sit back and observe and evaluate.
Yeah, we're choices, I think.
Yeah, evaluate what does it feel like to make money doing this? What does it feel like to do, make money doing this? Which do I like better? What would make me happy long term? That kind of thing. So it's a nice position to be in.
It seems he really likes that mentorship role.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he would like full-time coaching, but because everybody he's really touched or talked or worked with has another coach, he just
Right.
is kind of there as like a
He's
specialist.
like the fun uncle.
Yeah.
He's the fun uncle.
Yeah.
Charlie's a funkle at my house.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that he is so like when he goes to the events, he's so excited and watches everything that goes on.
Yeah, it's definitely become a fan of the sport.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. CrossFit also brought out, oh, go ahead, Charlie.
You think he's trying to get in it before Rich does? So you can say I was a coach first.
I think Rich had the training camp first, but Rich has never called himself a coach.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think he cares what Rich does.
He secretly does. Listen, that's like saying LeBron doesn't care when Michael Jordan does things. He does.
Which,
Okay.
speaking of, we could talk about that situation.
What's that?
The LeBron fight.
With the people?
No. When he got kicked, him and the other guy got kicked out of the game.
Oh, yeah, they went after each other.
Yeah. Which, LeBron threw an elbow, but he did like walk away, and that guy really kept coming after him.
Do we think that was intentional, that elbow?
It was not intentional.
I think it was. Yes, it was. I think it wasn't intentional. Like he's doing this to like get him off of him. I don't think.
Right.
I think once he did it, he realized, oh shoot, that was rough.
Yeah, I don't think he realized what part of the body he was gonna, do. But I agree. It looked like it was just sort of a knee-jerk reaction to him trying to free himself or get, box in or out or whatever the term is.
Yeah,
I don't know basketball.
Yeah. Good job, Kat.
6th grade. That's all I played, basketball. So.
Box jump over.
All right. With a burpee.
Yeah, the other news of CrossFit is that they just came out with a new nutrition program.
Mm-hmm.
And it is 7 50-minute classes, $120. And it goes through kind of the concepts of nutrition, not necessarily endorsing one style over another, but just the concepts of chronic disease, insulin dependence, hormone release, all that kind of stuff, but not really endorsing one over the other.
Question: do you think it's more than the stuff that you get in the level 1?
Yeah,
It should be. It better be.
Yeah, because the level 1 part was an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and this is almost 7. It's like 6 hours.
And there's a test, right?
There is.
I wonder how many CEUs that's worth. It's only $120. It's probably like 3 CEUs or something.
I probably want you to do math. I'm out.
I wonder. That's a good one.
Good nutritional math.
No, I'm interested in the class actually, though.
Yeah, I was interested when I saw it.
Yeah.
How's everybody's nutrition doing? Speaking of nutrition.
Good. I'm actually real grumpy though because I'm only on 30 carbs right now.
Oh.
Ugh.
Are you cutting?
Yeah, a little bit.
30 carbs.
Yeah, it's real grumpy.
How many grams of fat?
Let me look. I'll tell you just a second. I'm on 134 grams of protein. I know that.
I can co-sign that she is grumpy.
That I am what?
Thanks, Grumpy.
Grumpy.
Yeah. Oh, it's low. 40 grams.
Oh, geez.
Just this week.
Yeah.
And it's Tuesday, so we'll see if I make it through.
Oh, yeah. How's that working out for you?
You guys
Yeah, Thanksgiving was not kind.
know.
Traveling is always tough, especially when you're traveling on Thanksgiving and nothing is open.
Mhm.
Truth.
So you're stuck with
I
gas station food.
reached out to our friend of the program, old Mike Malloy,
Yeah.
and he basically said, just get your S together.
Oh, he basically, really? I mean, I'm telling you what,
Gentler.
Charlie, how many times have I said that to you?
I told him, I said, I have a friend that tells me that all the time. But I listen to him, and you don't know what you're talking about because your hair's
Sure
terrible.
don't. Yep.
I think Carrie Pierce even called you and said, get your shit together.
Ooh.
He's retired. I don't talk to retired old people.
Quit canceling your subscription after day 2.
Listen, fine. December 1st,
That's
30
tomorrow.
days of Pierce abs. What? It's
Starts-
tomorrow?
Yep.
All right, never mind. Look,
January 1st.
Yeah,
Do you have any-
I think I'm going to just set a realistic goal of trying to maintain through December. And then January 1st, dive in hard again. I don't think it's realistic to make it through and lose a tremendous amount of weight, but I don't want to gain any weight. Like I want to at least maintain at the very least.
good goal.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. That's pretty much what
Especially
I've
you're
been telling
traveling.
most of my clients.
Holidays.
Yeah, we got food to eat next weekend, my friend.
What kind of food?
Well, I don't know. There's lots of food to be had around here.
Oh, do you
I
get
like
to
it.
try this, whatever, shawarma or whatever you call that stuff? Smorgasbord?
Grapple?
Scrapple.
Scrapple.
Only if he wants to.
Well, he has to. He's got no choice. At least
Have you ever had
taste
it? You've never had it, right? Yeah, we can
No
probably
one
swing
the
that
Western-
for.
If I try that, I'm video recording it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, maybe Saturday morning we can go to the place that's called Just Brunch or something like that. They make a really good gondola. It's the like creamy eggs with scrapple in a little boat, in a little bread boat. But they make scrapple, so we can just get some scrapple.
Scrapple house.
Yeah, I like the idea of hiding it in the eggs and the bun better than just eating it.
Just eating it.
Yeah.
It's good. It is good. A little maple syrup. Fix you right up.
We are coming up on the end of our 40 minutes. So I do have a couple questions that we can hit.
Okay.
I just kind of thought of them on the spot. But the first one is, because I've been watching the Get Back Beatles documentary for hours and hours and hours, what is your favorite documentary that you've ever seen? Amy, I know yours.
What? Just say it.
The Mr. Rogers documentary.
Oh, okay. Sure. Perfect. I take that. I own that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
because you've watched it how many times?
that. A good number of times. I cry every time. Good number. I'll take that. Thank you.
Mine is Hoop Dreams. It was a documentary back in the day where they followed 3 young high school basketball phenoms all the way through their high school career to see if they would make it into college, and kind of followed them. And it was very truthful and honest and raw, and it didn't always have not all the stories had a happy ending. And it was really kind of fun to watch.
So I love documentaries, but I am more of the morbid type. I really like, and it's not crime stuff. It's actually just like health things. Like there was this one documentary, I don't remember what it was called, but it was about physicians assisted euthanasia, like inpatient, like a woman who was,
In Oregon?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I really liked that. And so now whenever, Netflix or wherever I watched it, like remembers what kind of things I like. And so it pops up a lot of those kinds of things. I love medical shows. So any documentaries that follow like patients' illnesses or, and then subsequent treatments and things like that, I'm really super interested in, but I can't think of like one off the top of my head in terms of what it was called. I do know that I watched Forks Over Knives. And then I became vegan for like 2.5 years after I watched that. So in terms of influential documentaries, that was definitely one for me.
Charlie, you got one?
I don't know. I have a specific one. There's a lot of 30 for 30 documentaries I liked. The Bad Boys one was good. Yeah, they've had a Muhammad Ali one. They've had a lot.
Yeah, I could have named any of the 30 a lot of the 30. The Bo Jackson 30 for 30 is is probably my favorite of those.
Yeah.
And then my other question is, and this just came up this weekend because of something I watched, but what is the best tearjerker movie you ever saw?
Oh, easy. Terms of Endearment, 100%.
That's good. The Notebook.
The Notebook.
My Life.
Michael
who's
Keaton.
in that? Michael
Keaton.
Yeah, that's
He has cancer and he's making a video diary for his unborn child.
Not bad.
For me, the Terms of Endearment scene when her youngest boy is in the hospital room with her and he's crying and she's trying to like, comfort him and think, forget it.
I love Deborah Winger.
Yeah, that's such a great movie.
Yeah, ever since I had a kid, I cry at the drop of a hat. So
it might be the rom-coms you watch too.
Hey.
Nothing wrong with those. Mine's Marley and Me.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
My mom just shouted out Brian's song, which would be on my top 5.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
It is.
And that one's old. Like we were young when that came out.
Disney remade it, but it's terrible. Yeah,
I'm thinking the original.
The original is way better. James Caan, Billy D. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, the Avengers Endgame I saw too.
I was literally about to say Infinity Wars at the end is tearjerker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crying at a Marvel movie, man. We're such saps.
I mean, when Spider-Man is like spoiler alert, fades into dust. Come on.
That movie's made over like $100 billion. If we have to say spoiler alert.
Listen, I've never seen people complain.
We're not going to.
See? And you're missing out on life.
Have you guys pre-ordered the documentary, the CrossFit documentary?
I have not.
2018 one? Yeah.
Is that the 2018 one?
Mm-hmm. Comes out next week.
Can I need to say something.
Please.
So the new documentary or the new behind the scenes, whatever, the Miles to Madison that they've been doing, there is something missing from that one that was that the Mars and Heber ones had.
So we're not talking about the 2016. You're talking about this year's series.
Yeah, but the same people who did the Miles to Madison did the 2018 one.
Mm-hmm.
All the ones previous have like there's a heart to them that's different than what that Miles to Madison was. And just as I'm getting interested in something, they like move to another subject. And so I'm hoping I'm not going to be disappointed by this documentary.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Road to the Games things?
The ones the Miles to Madison for this year, where they followed like each leg. Compared to the Road to the Games that Mars and Heber did. They lacked a heart to them.
So it's not storytelling.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll know more when this one comes out and we take a look at it and see.
Did they see, speaking of which, did you see our friend Justin put one out as well? It was quick. It was like 15 minutes. The underdog one.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
When did he do that?
Last week.
I did not see that.
I saw it on Instagram, but is it on YouTube,
Yes.
Charlie?
Yes. It just has them. It's a lot of Matt in it, a lot of Tola. I don't think Bethany's in it. A little bit of Carrie. It's kind of that still Miles to Madison, but it's only underdog people. Talk to Justin. Ashley's in it.
That's cool. I'll have to check it
Okay.
out.
I'll take a look at it. For sure. Well, with that, Charlie gave us something from the internet. There you go.
There you go.
And next release is Thursday, and it will be Shaylyn Laurie, the fittest law enforcement officer in the world. If you listen to this week's episode, it's very much a women empowerment week. Kristin Chandler talked about the struggles of being a woman in the executive positions going up through CrossFit. Shaylyn talks about that in local law enforcement, that she had a tough time, and in the military, a very hard time being a woman in the position she was in. Now with the FBI, she says it's much easier to be a woman in the FBI than those other things, but it's really interesting to hear her take on all that, especially the military stuff, because she went in the first year women were eligible to be in the infantry, and she talks about that experience.
Yeah, it was a good interview. Thanks for the reminder.
Well, we now have a working document schedule that you can look at. And then
She's
Monday,
busy putting a gym together.
I'm painting.
Monday will be Matt DeLugos.
Underdogs.
Charlie and I chatted with him a few weeks ago with internet issues all over the place. So it might be a little bit choppy in a couple spots, but other than that, it's a great interview. Great getting his perspective, being on the inside of that building, of everything that's going on at Underdogs. Plus, he's a great athlete himself and a great coach. And that's a good one. So,
And there's an amazing fact about Carrie Pearson there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to spoil it. You have to listen to it and watch it.
I already
Find
know.
out. It's completely unbelievable, but it's in there.
I want to see it. Evident.
yep,
I don't
it's
know that
great.
you can make up something like that.
We were so stunned, like we stopped asking questions and there was like silence. So yeah, it's a good one. Anybody else have any final thoughts?
Nope. Back to work.
Yep.
Get to painting, Kat.
I got a coach right now, but I'll
And
paint.
and tell everybody what the new name of your new facility is.
It is Catalyst Fitness, home of CrossFit Clarity.
Combining all of it together.
All of it. I have to.
And
I'm
I do
feeling right now-
have to commend you. The logo combination came out really cool.
It did, didn't it? Yeah. And this logo, we're still going to use this branding, but just with the new blue color. The orange is going away. Because like signage, I have to like make signs and things, like outside signs.
Yeah.
And this lends itself much better to a outside sign than like the little circle with the things and the barbells and all that. So I'm figuring it all out. I'm learning way more stuff about stuff I don't need to know about, but
I still need my white and gray baseball shirt.
I have it. I'll give it to Scott.
Give it
Yeah.
to Scott.
Scott will
Yeah,
take orders.
I've had Amy shirt for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So-
I got to go do a parent education night.
All right, have fun.
I gotta go
We'll
be
see
a
you guys
parent.
next week on the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends.
Bye.
Yeah.